Hoggie's beer reviews. Hoggie's beer reviews.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in once again. You know this is another one of Hoggie's beer reviews, and this is craft beer. Yes, we're back to the craft beer reviews. Even better, we're back to the IPAs. This one in question is called Northwest Passage. An IPA I've never had before from a brewery that I've never drank anything from before. This is from the Flat Earth Brewing Company in St. Paul, Minnesota, and this is a beer mail beer. My man Nick, aka 200 Watt Walrus, aka NuclearDolphin, was kind enough to send me, along with those Surly beers that he sent me that I've already reviewed, he sent me one of these. An IPA from a brewery called Flat Earth in Minnesota that I've never had before, and it's cool stuff, man. I love trying IPAs from different breweries, and I hadn't even heard of Flat Earth until he mentioned it to me. Now, I like the idea of Northwest Passage. It's a good name, it's a good kind of theme for the beer. Let me read what it says on here. It says, only the hardiest of individuals can handle the Northwest Passage. Once the elusive and impassable northern trade route from the Bering Sea to the Atlantic Ocean, it has now become a secret submarine route. A perfect blend of Canadian malts and American hops go into creating this hop-centric beer. It will help keep you preserved on your covert missions and refreshed at the same time. One of the hoppiest beers in the Midwest, Northwest Passage pairs well with spicy curries, sharp cheese, pho, and buffalo wings. Pho, really? Pho. Of all things, really. Okay, and if you don't know what it is, look it up, pho, P-H-O. It's a Vietnamese cuisine or soup, whatever. So yeah, okay. So Flat Earth, once again, thanks to my man Nick for the beer. Looks interesting. Cool blue cap. It doesn't say anything, but since it's a blue cap, I'll keep it. And yeah, you know me, I love a good IPA. So before I crack it open, just to punch up Beer Advocate real quick. Northwest Passage from Flat Earth. Out of 49 reviews, it gets an 81. Okay, that's not great, but that's not bad. It's only 49 reviews, so obviously a lot of people have not tried this beer, or, you know, I should say not many people have tried this beer yet. I guess their distribution is pretty limited. But it says on here, 115 IBUs and 6.5% alcohol by volume. Okay, so like we do for every IPA, we break out the IPA goblet for no rhyme and reason other than I like this thing for IPAs. I review all my IPAs out of this damn thing. Hand-blown goblet from Pier 1. I love it. Anyways, and ooh, there's still little pieces of styrofoam packing peanuts in here. I don't want little white fuzzy stuff falling in my beer, forget it. Alright. Ooh, nice pop, nice and smoky. Holy shit, that looks good. Alright. That's a good way to start a fucking beer review. So yeah, guys, you know, I've always said, when I hear about a new brewery, or, you know, just come across beers from a new brewery, someone, you know, brewery that I've never tried anything from before, I always get the IPA first. That's how I judge them. That's how I grade them. You know, I start with your IPA. If I like your IPA, I'll try your other stuff. So, okay, it's filtered. It's clear orangey amber, but it is a nice color for an IPA. This is just like a clear, sharp amber color, man. Looks good, filtered, not a lot of carbonation. Good head, though. I mean, hell. You can see it yourself there. That looks good. Huh? Yeah. Alright. Not the strongest smelling IPA. Definitely some citrusy hop in there. There's like a subdued malt sweetness. Again, not the strongest smelling IPA around. But it does smell good. It smells hoppy, which is the way it should be. So, enough talking. We're digging in. Cheers, guys. Ooh. This is my kind of IPA. It's a good combination of citrusy hop and some piney hop. It's a good combination because it's resinous, but it's not overall citrus, it's not overall pine. It's a nice blend, but it's a sharp hop bite. That's really good. I like that. Hoppy up front and really hoppy and resinous on the finish. And the middle, the body of this beer is not that sweet, not that heavy, not that malty, which is just the way I like it. Oh wow. Some people might say that this beer is not balanced. To be fair here, it's really hoppy on the beginning and on the end, but the middle doesn't have much to offer. Now see, I like that because to me an IPA is a session beer. It's something I drink fast, you know, I'm thirsty, you know, especially only 6.5 ABV, you know. It works for me that the middle is so mild, but a lot of folks out there like a more balanced IPA, and I'm sure a lot of people would say it's good, but it needs a thicker, heavier malt backbone. It needs a stronger middle. Because the malt flavors, the malt presence, even the mouthfeel across the middle is a little on the light side. I like it like that, you may not. But I give them points for the hoppiness. I mean, this is a hoppy beer. It's kind of a one-note kind of hop, you know. It's not one of those hop characters, hop bouquets that are just flavorful and you get, you know, a bunch of different kind of fruity notes and citrus notes and all this stuff. It's really simple. Citrusy and a little piney, and that's it, and it's just sharp and bitter. So I like this beer. I think if you're a heavy IPA drinker like me, you might like this beer, but in the world of IPAs, it's not the greatest. But the fact that it's, you know, the flavors are there, and there's nothing off-putting. It's not overly weak, overly light. None of the flavors are off-putting. I mean, it's still well put together. So my grade on this beer, and we'll try it one more time before we finalize here. Maybe as it warms, the malt middle starts to come out a little. Maybe I was a little rash on my judgment there, but in all fairness, I'll call this a glass half full, like a completely even glass half full. You know, it's not leaning towards half empty, and it's definitely not leaning towards a full glass. It's right in the middle there. It's a glass half full. Not bad, but not great. So there it is though. I am going to enjoy finishing this because this is still my kind of beer. And I hope one day I can try some more brews from Flat Earth Brewing in Minnesota. So there we have it, guys. Northwest Passage. I'm going to enjoy it. So I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in. There's a lot more coming. And as always, cheers.